Honey, I just got to show you something. The trap is still sitting because we got too much rain, and it sits outside. And I tried to jack it up this morning, Sunday morning, and pull the tank and stuff there. Didn't work. I just pulled. So I worked on my boat. Here's the new handle. I had 5 things I wanted to redo. 4 out of 5 are working. For you snowflakes, 4 out of 5. 4 out of 5 are working. Okay, here's the new handle design. This is a whole new, I had to flip over handle where it was worn. Well, I had to wait for the part. Heavy duty collars with set screws, and then dual clamp because they still wire out the holes or crush the pipe and put us all in the frame. And I have dual clamp. I had to wait. They showed up yesterday finally. It's supposed to be here Thursday. Dual clamping, 1 1/8 inch shaft collars where you don't, it just squeezes them. So there ain't no way this thing can go tweaky, tweaky, tweaky. Okay? And all this. And I got it all done. And I got it repainted. Half-assed okay. Because I hate rust on stuff. Okay, so there's the handle design. It worked. I took it out and tested it today on the river. It worked great, man. I was reefing on this baby. These are just to keep the handle from, and I have it extra long so I can move the handle out this way if I need to change the balance, which I'm gonna have to change the balance again. It's too light on the tail now. I moved it one, used tractor and loader by myself, and it was, where was it? Back here? No. Up here. Like the other ones, and there's too much tail weight. I started here, I had 5 pounds, and it was too light. Went up to here where those holes are at, had 12 pounds, it's too heavy. This is pre-drilled. That's about 7. I put a scale under it. It's still too light. So I'm gonna have to, I'm thinking I'm needing about 9 or 10 pounds. Because, well, I wasn't in deep enough water today, but I could tell just when I got it. There ain't 8 inches of water anywhere in the river right now. Even where I ran before the channels where I made the little video. You can't go there. I had to walk this thing 5 times, and I hit one little hole where it went over my 16-inch milking boots. And hit 2 trees. Oh yeah, this thing will take a hit. I'm talking big trees that were hanging over and broke the branches off. Like, oh shit, I'm going over. Because I had no water to control it except it just the downstream, and boom. Well, came out really well. But I will show you, okay, there you go. That's, I got the handle done, all the mounts done. It's not going to twist. I was reefing on it. I buried it in the sand, but I didn't eat up the prop today because, I had my boots and I said, I'll walk it. I walked it 4 times for like 100 feet and then go and hit like a 4-foot wide channel as wide as the boat maybe, and then run out of water again. There ain't no water here. I said, I got to go test and stuff, but I'm thinking it's light on the tail again. The way it was acting when I barely got it up on plane in one spot and then ran out of water. But I still kind of had to reef up on the handle to keep the tail in the water, okay? You want this prop, you want this not dragging anything. If you have a foot of water, you want this not touching nothing. You want this prop right here in the wake. Okay? Well, if you only got that much water, it ain't happening. I said you only need 5 inches of sink, and on plane you only need that much water. I can't find that much water here. I'm going to have to go to a lake somewhere. I got ideas. It should be legal. Okay, that was number 1. Number 2 is getting full throttle out of this without, using, I had the broken, brand new handle. Okay, it's working great. All the stuff are very adjustable. The new throttle lever is a Shimano. I don't know if you can read it. Right there. Yeah, expensive. For expensive Shimano bikes. But yeah, I got more pull. I'm getting full throttle now. I got an aftermarket decent silicone rubber handle on it. Cool as hell. The reason I got the coil is because to get the balance right, if I got to put more tail weight on it back there, that means it's going to take more for me to push this down to pick it out of the water so I can move this handle forward through all that stuff there and, you know, just loosen them, move it forward, and then I'll have more leverage to bring the tail out so I don't have to wrench in my arms. Okay, that's 1, 2, 3 problems. Number 4, I got my battery hooked up. Now, this is just temporary. Just this, all right? But you want to see something cool? Yeah, it's still tied down. Yeah, but no, you can't really test nothing when you don't have but 4 inches of water anywhere. And that really sucked. But I got it out and tried it. But you want to see something cool now, what it came with. Let's go here. I got everything out of the way. Choke it. Turn on the fuel. Push the buttons up here on the tachometer. Just, 3 hours and 46 minutes. I put on 46 minutes on the motor. You want to see something neat now? Instead of having to do this, see this? We got it on. Let's see what happens. Make sure nothing's in the way. Yeah, it looks clear. Look at that! Electric start. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. Including the full throttle. Idling at 1550. I got all that. I adjusted a bunch of springs and levers and stuff in here. And it should stop at 4,000 ripams right now. Well, 4,040 ripams is pretty close for the governor shutting her down, which it ain't yet. This thing will run 4,400 RPM without even missing a beat. But it's supposed to be governed at 3,800, so with no load, I got it at 4,000 for you snowflakes. 4,000, you know, and 3 zeros, but 2 zeros for you snowflakes. Yeah, check it out. This whole drive I made is working freaking beautiful. Don't get your fingers close to that. There ain't no safety shit for you snowflakes. You stick your hand in it, you're going to cut your fingers off. This won't hurt you much if you know what way it's turning. But don't do that either. I'm a professional. Don't try this at home. The only one I got. Alright, here we go. The only one thing is the balance is still off. I think it's too light back there now. So I need to take and make a new hole and split the difference between where this bolt is right here. This is way too light. That was 5 pounds. This was 12 pounds. This is 7. I'm going to have to go here, and once I get the balance correct, then I'm going to weld these holes shut and put a plate. It's never going to break it. But yeah, yeah, and I went testing. I didn't have enough water. There's no water. I said, and I got this motor running really good, but I still think I might have to rejet it. Still running a little rich. When I back off and hear that back pop, that's excessive fuel burning. Here, I'll show you. Telltale sign of running rich. Fire in the hole, see if it'll start without choke. I said it's like a Kohler. It won't start without the choke. No matter what, it's like a Kohler. They won't start. Now listen close. When I wind it up, now listen close. You hear a backfire, that's still excessive fuel. that means it's still running just a smidgy rich, okay? That means it's still running a smidgy rich. If you have a cammed up engine, they'll do that constantly, and it sounds cool, and you can drive around town and go down hills past the college and past the college tech guys and just idle that fucker, pop, 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 boom, 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 pop, pop, boom, boom, without it, yeah, but yeah, it sounds cool, but I better turn that off. Boom, it's got lights and everything, that's neat. But it's still running a little excess on fuel, okay? The governor's a little far behind. I might have to change the spring back there, or I might just unhook the governor and go direct to the carburetor. But it seems, you know, the governor holds it where it wants to be, unless you're in big way, you know, it's jumping, you know, you let off it quick, boom, and it wants to bring the speed back. The governor tries to hold a certain speed that you have it set at, and it keeps it from over or ripping, RPMing. Over ripping. But yeah, this is supposed to be 30. I backed it down. It was spinning, still spinning 4,400 rippings before the governor even slowed her down. But the whole tail is working great. I have 4 for you snowflakes true. This is 4 out of 5. Correct. This is all working. This is just, you know, to see, I was thinking about maybe taking this and just cutting the battery box off and taking the battery from there and putting it right in here. Right in this space, it'll fit just fine too. You can put it and make it mount to get the balance correct. But I kind of like it up there. I really don't want it under there. And I'm going to have to drill a hole anyway. I'll figure it out. But yeah, I'm going to have to go from here. I'm going to have to go probably about here. I had to refund, but I said, I'm going to go test it before I go drill more holes this week, where I should be legal. But I still think I'm going to have to, I think the sweet spot's going to be right here. You know, I had this one I did, and this one, and I figured it was probably going to be light. This one is too heavy. I'm thinking about right here, and it's going to be perfectamundo. But I need smooth water and water to run it, so I'm going to go do it. And there's no speed limit signs or nothing. If I only do it for 10 minutes and there's nobody around, who's going to know? And legally, it's part of the creek and not a reservoir, so it should be legal anyway, but they could really harass me big time. But all I need to do is test 10 minutes on smooth water that's over 5 inches deep, where I can get this thing planted a foot deep in the water, okay? That. Cool breeze. But yeah, it's working. Check that out. Is that neat? Got my electric start, everything. I guarantee it still won't start when it's not on choke. Okay? Just like a cooler. Choke it. Is that cool or what? There you go. Oh, she automatically lights up. Showing the hours. I got almost 4 hours on this motor. I got it running really, really well. It's got some up, but I said there's a little. But I need water to find out if I need to play with the spring on the governor or just bypass the governor. And I got it set. It's all cool. But yeah, there you go. All the rest is working beautifully. I said this will be a solid chunk instead. You know, just it ain't going anywhere, but everything's working. The handle and the throttle control, everything is working wonderfully. The only thing left is the balance point. That has to be perfect. I want it perfect, so I don't have to reef on the handle, but I need smooth water and water to do it. Yeah, it's all good. And Intrepid, it should be dry enough to work on that and get it up on the jack, and then jack stands, and then put car ramps under the rear end so I can pull the fuel tank. It's too wet yet. Stuff is sinking. I'm not stupid. I'm not crawling under it. I have no way to get it into my garage. It's warm out. it's going to be nice next week. I just do it after work and next weekend, but next weekend this is going to go. Well, hopefully this week, some of you after work, I can go 12 miles away on smooth water and just run it for 10 minutes and see what it does. And then if it's light, I can adjust it. And then next weekend, I want to go down to West Point at a minimum 35 miles away and run upriver where the water is deeper and see what it does. But yeah, I did bash into two trees and two under the water today. Well, I hit a big one. It broke a log off like size of my leg. Like, oh, I'm going over in a foot of water. Boom! Snapped it right off. Crawled up like this high, rolled over. Like, oh, I'm going over. Well, the boat hit the sand, and it just broke the whole freaking big old rotten limb off. Cool as hell. Because I had my cell phone stuff in my pocket in my pants. Didn't need that to happen. So, it worked. Boom! And then I just, instead of playing with a quicksand, where I went in before, I just dropped it on the grass and went in nose first and drug it along the sandbar. And then when I came back in, instead of playing with a quicksand, I drug it up along the edge of the sandbar over the quicksand spot, put it up on the grass, backed the trailer up, undid the winch and wheeled it all the way out, and then locked it, hooked the strap that pulls it up about here, this far from behind the boat trailer, and locked it. And then I just got in my pickup and dragged the whole trailer with no boat on it, just chugged the boat up the bank and on the flat, and then I hand cranked it right up. Yeah, I'm learning, it works. But yeah, there you go. I got 4 out of 5, and it's working wonderfully. I'm so close. The only thing I have left is the balance. I have to get the balance correct. And I said you have to have smooth water and preferably not running water, but even in running water to get the balance. But everything I've done, even adding that battery, changing the handle, changes the balance. And I knew I was too heavy in the river last time when I had water, but it had pushed it up and right on. I'm going to get it. It's going to take another hole about here, I think. And then I'll reinforce those and cover those up once I find the perfect balance. But this is never going to break. I can drill another hole here and not even worry about it. But yeah, just over-engineering. But yeah, there you go. Is that cool? Electric start, everything. Got the rippings. Got throttle. Got gummy silicone gripper. Oh man, it's sweet. It works nice now. Except I got to get the balance. And and then get my floor maybe put in, and make it pretty next year and cover this. You know how it works, but I'm getting so close. I'm getting so close. Peace, love, have a heart. It's so cool. But just, I don't want to have to refine it. I want it to be perfectly awesome. It's really close. It is so close right now, but I'm not going to deal with it. I want it correct. But we'll see if I get it in deeper water, and that ain't just that skeg back here dragging in shallow water that's making it want to kick. But it seems like even if I got in a little deeper water, it wants to bring the tail up and then lose oomph, which means I'm a little light back there. But it's all good. Peace, love, have a heart, have a heart. Don't hurt anybody but be you. Don't take no crap. Take down the liars and the cheaters, and don't let them overpower you, and don't drop your standards for scumbags. Be you. But don't hurt nobody. Stand up for the truth. Stand up for what's right. Show how you do. Every human makes mistakes, but some humans make mistakes on purpose that they use other people that way. And it's not a human mistake. It's totally blatantly human free will to hurt and steal and take from other humans. Don't do that. Don't take no crap. But people do that to you, throw them away. Throw them the freaking way in the rubbish basket, as my Chinese wife used to say. throw it away in a rubbish basket. I don't care who they are. You don't need them around you in your life and your energy, because that's just evil and you're going to get caught up in it someday. And stuff will work. Make it happen. I'm getting close. I love you. Mwah! Ciao. I will be back. I promise. God and the angels let me. I'll be back. But this is so cool. I got so much of it correct now. Just the balance. That's all I'm working on. That's all I have to do. And then, put a jack underneath, lift the trailer part. But, oh, it's so cool. It's all working great, and I'm very happy. I never got it all right, but it's gonna be right. Takes time. And that's one thing, humans run out of time. Like me. I want to get it done before I run out of time. I plan on being around a long time, but the only time you have is right now at this moment. Yesterday, the last minute is gone. You don't have the future. You don't know if you're going to be. The only time you have is right now at this moment. And every minute that goes by changes that minute that you have. You don't have all day. Have this time right now is all you have. Past is gone. Future, you don't have any clue if you're going to be there. The only time you have is right now in this moment. Make the best of it instead of moping around and being crummy and sad and hurting people. Make the best of it for you. This person right there. Peace. Love. Have a heart. Mwah! I was supposed to say that. God made me say that. And my angels. All right, take care. I'll be back. I promise. If they let me. Be all you can be, but don't hurt anybody and don't take no crap. Ciao! Oh, is that so cool? We gotta do this one more time before I cover it up. Just real quick, otherwise I'll melt the plastic. Check it out. Electric start! Yeah, baby, it's all working! Ciao! Fucking cool! Fucking cool as fuck. I'm up the plastic bag. That is so neat. Huh.